Okay, good day, ladies and gents. This is the Ecclesiarch here, back to you with some more Horus Heresy Legions card creation tournaments. And today we are back again with none other than Shad, and we are gonna be discussing some disgusting disintegration weaponry. So, Shad, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. I've been just thinking about whether Adrathic disintegrators count as excessive force under police brutality or not. Probably, but I mean,
Probably, yeah.
technically, there's no actual physical violence occurring. So, there's nothing at
Well,
all
I
really.
mean, it kind of depends, I guess, because if your crime is that uh you try to make your rations more edible, probably you get disintegrated. So that is the thing. Hello, Eager. Hello, Taiga. Nice to see you, boys.
That
And
seems fair to me. Yeah.
we can begin, I believe.
Yes. Alrighty then. Let's see, yours or mine
Okay,
first.
Ozzy's also here. Wait a minute. So, teacher, do you know the song "Look at My Horse"? My horse is amazing. Yeah, I do. I do know that. Did my card arrive? Yes, Taiga, it is here. If somebody's card will not be here, just tell me and I'll bring it up during the stream. So, first is yours, so I believe I get to speak about it. So, Moritat Ubiel, the keeper of the Adrathics. Well, the Archangels would have a lot of those, obviously, for obvious reasons. So, Dreadwing, 8 energy, 8/6. Obviously, it's supposed to be a Dreadwing. I think it's correctly themed there. With Unstoppable as well. Does he have a jetpack? He does have a jetpack. And Quest, destroy all other troops. Ooh. Yes, they are, Ozzy. So, this is actually not bad, I think, because technically speaking, this destroys the whole board, first of all. But here's the thing, though, Shad. You know what kind of little problem with me here? You remember Conqueror, right?
Yeah.
So the Conqueror just does that right away, and this guy really has to work for it. It is also a body, though, but again, if you need to... But then again, you could combo this with, what's his face? The cool-looking one.
Oh god, I can never remember his name either. Aliseri.
Aliseri, yeah, you could combo this with Aliseri. Could be pretty good. So, honestly speaking, I'd say it's alright. Didn't go too crazy about it, but I think it's definitely alright. It's sure as hell better than mine. Mine is way too simple today, but I think it's alright.
I think I maybe underpowered it a little. I think I was thinking of Aliseri too much is the problem because like it seems too easy when you can give him flank. But yeah, it's the body's a bit weak, and even if you flank him, he's got to kill a troop, and then the quest goes off. So you're already getting not as much value as you could, plus the frail body, maybe 7 energy. But yeah, it's interesting. You don't like Unstoppable on this cut. Well, too bad. No, he's a Muratat. They have jump packs. We don't. It's non-negotiable. No, I get what you mean though. It's it makes him harder to play around with flank and all that.
I think my nosebleed is back with a vengeance.
Oh no! Careful, you're going to get the stream censored, and not for the funny reasons this time.
It went from the mouth. Holy fuck! Who the hell is?
Sorry.
Who the hell is doing this? Like, which of the gods is doing this?
Moderator assigned to your chat. He's just like, oh, so which war crime did he deny this time? Oh no, it's just a nosebleed. Oh, this is way simpler than usual.
You know what? I'm ready for this. There we
blood
go.
For the blood god.
Okay, let's move on. My card is next.
Oh yeah, Raziel is correct that many more attack troops don't have Unstoppable. See, this is this secret little bit of lore we have that called EG are bad at designing their own game.
Well, I mean, you know how it is, right?
Alright. Yours, Atomizer Cannon. 1 energy, rare Salamander's Tactic.
With no
Oh yeah. Give friendly infantry or Astartes troop +2/0 and ordnance 6. See, I actually quite like this. It's simple. I don't know if it really belongs in Salamanders especially, but like the art's Salamanders, so fair. Well, is it Salamanders? Yeah, it is, isn't it? It kind of looks like Sons of Horus with the color grading as well, but it is Salamanders.
Yeah, you know.
It's appropriately balanced. There was an Iron Hands card that basically did this, except without the ordnance in Legacy mode, and that was crap. So like, this is fine to be a little bit stronger. If anything, it might even still be too weak. You've spelt atomizer wrong, which is mildly annoying, but only if you're English. So, if you're an American and spell it incorrectly
Are you
anyway.
sure? Because the Lexiconum said it like this.
Ooh. That's an interesting point. Maybe they. Oh no. Oh, Games Workshop, please no. Don't forget your roots. Otherwise, yeah. I suppose it would probably be give a friendly infantry or Astartes troop if you're using EG's wording, and I would use give target friendly infantry, but that's just me being like MTG brained and autistic. Yeah, it's fine. It's pretty good. Art could have done with a filter, but meh, minor quibbles. Yeah.
Let's go then.
All right, you next, I believe.
Okay, number 1 would be Plasmic Disintegration. So, 3 energy Knight card, Reflection. Deal damage to an enemy troop equal to your plasma. You lose half of your plasma, rounded up. Ooh. Might I actually say that I quite like this? Because technically speaking, it's a hard removal. And even if you have accumulated like a ton of plasma, this could actually be very problematic for you as a Knight player. Because technically what's happening there is that let's say like you got a troop that needs 7 damage to kill it, but suddenly you got 12 plasma, so you kill it, but you lose half of that 12 plasma, right? And then you could use it again to have it again. So I technically say that this needs pretty smart usage. Maybe 1 would be included in the deck as for hard removal. Otherwise, I think it's quite alright. What do you think, Shad?
Yeah, I think I'd run it, but I don't know. It's you pay quite a cost. It costs you a lot of plasma. It's not always active if you don't have the plasma. Yeah, I might run 1 copy. The fact that it's spammable is nice. I mean, sometimes in the end game you can end up stacking a lot of plasma and have nothing to do with it, so it can be cheap, efficient troop removal at that point. Yeah, it's pretty well balanced. I like the art. Technically, it's not really referring to a disintegrator weapon. It's referring to plasma and using it to disintegrate something, which is fine, but it's not quite on theme, but it's close enough, so I'm not annoyed about that. The wording is fine, really, honestly. You don't need a comma after plasma at all, and you probably don't need you either. You could just simply put it as lose half of your plasma rounded up. But that's minor issues. Goku Knights, yeah. Yeah, I quite like it actually. It's situational, gives you interesting use cases.
Yeah, I think it's just a well-made, well-polished card. So,
appropriate rarity as well for that level of complexity. So yeah,
yes.
that's good. Yeah. All right, me then. So virus bomb. Hey, it's back. 10 energy. Give poison 5 and backlash. Give poison 2 to adjacent units to all enemy troops. Death Guard tactic, legendary, 10 energy. Sorry, I should have specified that first. 1. Holy shit, that's a lot of poison. 2. All right, this one's a bit more extreme than the previous one of not fitting the theme, though, because yes, virus bombs do technically disintegrate things down into like a sludge of goo, but it's not a disintegrator type weapon or an Adrathic weapon or anything like that. It is a bio weapon. So, it's fine. People said the art was hard to find for this and the flavor was hard, so we can be lenient, but not quite on brand, really. Mechanically, oof. I mean, it's a lot of poison. Truthfully, I don't know if it deserves to be legendary. Is the only thing, but I like the sort of like daisy chaining effect it has of it going off, and the fact that it can really, really hurt the warlord without outright killing it. So that's some interesting stuff there. But it's basically just a big board wipe.
Could be an epic, I'd say.
Yeah, epic would be appropriate, I'd say. And but even realistically, though, I probably would only play 1 copy anyway, so it's mostly irrelevant in this case. But yeah, I'd play a copy in Mortarion. I don't think I'd play it anywhere else.
Fair enough. I think I agree. This is more of a Mortarion card. He's gonna get a lot of value off of this. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. It's quite fine, I would say. Maybe make it epic, and it'll just be a nice little late game removal for the death card. Though there is one thing that I kind of don't like. I'm gonna be that guy, okay?
Oh yeah.
If you're talking about virus bombing, shouldn't it also affect all troops and not only enemy?
I was thinking that it's not especially flavorful in that regard. Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that it's a Death Guard card, but then why wouldn't it not affect Imperial Army troops if you're running them, right? So technically, I'd say, and it's virus bomb, so it affects Death Guard as well, right? It's trans free. Basically, yeah. I think it's kind of missing on the flavor in the sense that it's not affecting your own troops. All right, moving on. Oh God. What is this? Look at this chunker, man. Edict of Erasure, Saturnine Dreadnought. So this is an Alpha Legion Saturnine. When you draw a card, your opponent draws a card. Rally, create a copy of this card in your deck. 10 energy, 3/14. Holy shit. Like, let me say a couple of things, okay? First of all, that looks so cool. I'm not the biggest fan, by the way, of the Saturnine Dreadnoughts. I'll be honest. I love the Termies, but not the Dreadnoughts too much, but that looks so cool. I gotta admit. Now, I can see the theme. Saturnine Dreadnoughts will disintegrate your ass. But here's my little question, though. Is it really on theme in terms of what it does, though?
No, I agree with that, sadly. I love the art, and it is carrying a disintegrator weapon, so it technically fulfills the conditions, but it's not just about, the art, it's also about the mechanics reflecting the challenge, which was disintegrator weapons. And what do disintegrator weapons do? They disintegrate things. So, yeah.
I think it's missing in terms of that, but otherwise, yeah, pretty cool art. Interesting little effect as well. With the card draw, but
I tell you what, I can fix this card with one small change.
Go on.
Whenever you draw a card, destroy the top card of your opponent's deck.
Ooh, that would be so
there you go.
sick. Yeah,
and
I like
energy,
that.
That's an acceptable level. So it's literally disintegrating the future part, like uses that your opponent could have.
I think I know what is going on. I believe this is from the Amon guy. The Amon wink.
Oh, right.
I think he's trolling us again. So
maybe, I don't know. I do feel like it's just
I mean, in terms of the fact that it has 3 attack, as Igor mentioned. Yeah, I like the idea behind it, though. I like the idea. I like the idea behind it.
It would have been great in the Saturnine tournament.
Absolutely. Okay, yours, Shad.
Right. Return to Dust. 3 energy chaos tactic, epic. Destroy a troop. Your warlord gains maintenance 5 until the end of your next turn. Oof. Okay, that's neutral hard removal, but good lord, you pay a cost for it. I like that the 3 and 5 total to 8, the number of chaos, but that does feel like a very steep cost for a hard removal, even if it is in neutral. I mean, yeah, you don't pay it up front and all that, but oof.
Well, it's a good swing.
That is true. It's a tempo swing, but not enough.
Maybe maintenance 3.
Yeah, that might run the risk of being too easy, because neutrals shouldn't really have access to easy hard removal after all. But maybe maintenance 4 or 4 and 3. Yeah, something like that. This is a lot. Or you could lower it to 2 energy, maybe make it really emphasis on the tempo swing. So 2 energy, maintenance 5 still. Yeah, I like the idea though. It's kind of similar to the one I made for the hard removal cycle ages ago for your that video. That was kind of how we started collaborating, wasn't it? Actually, that one.
Yeah.
I did the Alpha Legion one first, didn't I? That was the first one.
That was your number 1, I think. But this reminds me of something. If you guys remember, back when Hearthstone was not a shit show, the Shaman used to have overload. So basically it was like maintenance, right? So he did have a lot of removal with maintenance for the next turn. So I really like the idea behind this, but it's just that it's in its current state, it's weak.
Mm.
otherwise, the idea is very nice.
Yes, I like the design. Just it needs a bit of a tweaking balance-wise. Yeah. Yours, I believe.
Shot from a disintegrator. Okay, 4 energy. Destroy a troop and create weapon cooling in your hand. Okay, so that's a 4 energy Mechanicum card, hard removal. So it's 1 energy lower than the outflank. And weapon cooling is 3 energy. Draw a card at the end of your turn. If this card is in your hand or deck, discard. Oh!
That's
Oh!
cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, I was about to like slam the card at the start and say this is cheaper than like Outflank, which is the base of it, basic hard removal, and it also gives you something extra. But now I realize that actually this is so cool. So essentially, why is it purple? Actually, I don't know. Would this be
Well, 'cause
purple?
it's non-collectible.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess. So here's the interesting part. Yeah, I really like it. So you pay 3. It's just like the Return to Dust. It's just that you pay 4, and instead of the maintenance 5, you have a choice. You either cool down your weapon, it will draw you a card, but you will kind of miss your turn. Otherwise, you take 5 damage. I think it's pretty good.
I still have balance concerns. That feels like a lot because you got to remember this is again a neutral hard removal. So 7 energy, destroy a troop and draw a card is very efficient for a neutral removal. So yeah, also yeah, you beat me to it, Hypnomarine. Yeah, cooling is not capitalized. Also, shot from should be capitalized, but not A.
So maybe remove the card draw?
Yes, that would fix it in my opinion. I would be happy with that then personally.
Okay, fair enough. I think I agree.
It's a tactic still. That's cool, and you could do weird, interesting discard things with it if they ever add discard mechanics. So that'd be pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of interesting things that can be done with it. I would say remove the deck limitation though. Like what you're doing there is you're essentially designing out interesting mechanics. You're like interesting interactions. So being able to shuffle it back into your deck to avoid the downside it should not be something that you explicitly write around. You should just, if they do that, that's a really cool deck building decision and choice and combo. So
I see what you mean.
Don't delete that. Otherwise, happy with it. Yeah. You don't need the commas. This is the thing. There's a few too many commas in weapon cooling. It should just be at the end of your turn. If this card is in your hand or deck, discard it and deal 5 damage to your warlord. Although, like we said, it should just be hand, not deck. But in that case, you don't even need to clarify. You can just say at the end, this card is in your hat. Is in your hand. No, at the end of your turn, discard this card and deal 5 damage to your warlord. Like that's literally all you need to say, because it's implicit. If it's in your hand, it will have that effect. Anyway, sorry, quibbled on that too long, but that's a very cool card. Yeah. Mine, I believe. Then is it? Let's see. Disintegration Blast. 4 energy Imperial Army tactic. Give can't attack to a friendly Astartes or infantry troop until the end of your next turn. Destroy a random enemy troop. Interesting. Well, are you still there, Teach? Are you busy mopping up blood?
No, I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm just letting you take the lead for now.
No worries. I was just making sure that you hadn't like collapsed from blood loss, and we're gonna have to find out how to call a Georgian ambulance from here.
There's one there's one nearby.
Oh, that's good. From your last victim, I assume.
We don't talk about that. So, yeah.
Well, let's see. Once again, we have quite efficiently statted and costed neutral removal, so I'm a bit leery of that. But one interesting factor of this is it does say give contact to a friendly Astartes or infantry. That's not negotiable. That is a targeted effect. So if you don't have an Astartes or infantry in play to use this on, you can't play it. So your hard removal is reliant on you actually having something on the board, which is interesting. But I still think it's too efficient for a neutral card, so I would say maybe 5 energy. But I do like it. It's an interesting tactic, tool, rather.
I mean, it's like Winnow the Weak, which was 3. It just destroyed your troop instead. I think the idea of this is like a Winnow the Weak version. It should probably
we know the weak is a bad comparison because you can play that with an empty board. What you're looking for is Sedition's Gate, which was 3 energy and it was unplayable because it was terrible.
I remember
That was
that
the
one,
common
yeah.
version, the World Eaters one. But yeah, yeah, it's interesting. I don't dislike the idea of you need someone on the field to carry the weapon and it incapacitates them because they're very clunky and expensive and difficult equipment to bring to bear. No synergy with custodians, which is interesting though. Honestly, considering that they're also portable on vehicles, I think it would have been fine just making it troop rather than friendly Astartes or infantry. But yeah, I like it. There's potential here. And also, this is the thing actually. At 5 energy, it would basically just be worthless. Why you'd never bring it? So 4, it's probably fine actually.
All right then.
Right.
So basically, a playable Sedition's Gate. I'd say it's quite fine. Oh, would you look at that? The same, legit same art, right?
Nice.
Okay, Disintegration Armaments. 4 energy legendary mechanicum. Your warlord gains 0+3, +0/+3, and when an enemy dies in combat, it does not trigger effects after death. Oh my god! It's a silver bullet, basically. It's the anti-death rattle, right? Basically. Backlash. Anti-backlash, anti-Cerberus.
Oh, I mean, I kind of like it, but also like it feels very situational. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It's no more sacrifice or backlash. Yeah. So it's like a silver bullet card. It's only useful against specific enemies.
I don't understand the health buff. I don't get why that's there. It must be something to do with like mechadendrites because that's
Oh,
the
maybe
same.
your warlord is arming up with heavy things
Yeah, but
because, like,
it's not necessarily the warlord that's using it. He's giving them out to everybody because that's a passive effect on the entire board. So
oh my god,
it's yeah, he's basically doling out the weaponry to everyone in his deck / army.
Raziel's comment though.
Yeah.
Art not cropped properly. Deploy the fun
I
police.
mean, I was gonna say something. Yeah, hang on. We're giving kudos for the excellent flavor first, but I was gonna get to that. I promise. The fun police noticed.
Oh, this is also anti-requiem. The guys are right.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. Technically, it's quite anti-offering as well in some ways.
Mm-hmm. This is actually
No, ZMK. It would still trigger rage because rage is not triggered by death; it's triggered by damage. So even though they die from the damage, it's still the damage itself that is causing the effect. So that would still trigger. I believe Hunt, Pack, and Battle Honor would be the same.
This might
Well, no,
actually
Battle
be like one of the few silver bullet cards that actually pretty good.
So to be fair, the health makes it reasonable. It's not the worst life gain of rate in the world. I mean, it's not great, but yeah, I don't understand that either myself, Raziel, honestly. But I think it's something to do with the Mechanicum Mechadendrites because the defensive one used to give +0/+3, so maybe that's the flavor. It's a Mechanicum warlord, arming himself.
It could also be the fact that if you're bearing heavy weapons, most probably means you have to first
That's my
don
point.
heavy armor.
Sorry, that's my point, Zed. It's they happen as it dies, or before, or instead of it. I think you're right about was it Savage though would not trigger, but yeah, it could be better worded. It should probably be something like does not trigger death effects, which ironically would be clearer. Yeah, but yeah. There's a lot of potential here, but it's not quite clear exactly what it's trying to be and do, and it would be very situational. The flavor is perfect though, love it, and also the art is not cropped properly. Instant deletion. Yeah.
Right. Ooh, okay.
Phoenix, I believe. Let's see.
It's Taigamon, the blazing drake.
8 energy, 6/8 salamanders Astartes. Yeah, no, sorry, I thought it was a dreadnought for a second. Frontline, survivor 4, and sacrifice, destroy a random enemy troop.
Ooh.
It's.
That's
I mean,
a
it
big
feels
boy.
appropriately Yeah, it feels appropriately chunky, and the effect, yeah, that is a disintegration effect. I don't see why it's legendary. It doesn't do anything especially interesting. It's just like, this troop already exists in legacy mode as a rare. For
Um,
example, I mean, not with these inflated stats, of course, but
maybe because of the stats, I would say. Uh,
yeah, but we no one likes balancing by rarity. It's a silly thing to do, so that's not it. But it's I mean it is highly statted, but it's not insanely highly statted given the fact that high cost cards with no initial effect kind of have to be inflated to be worth playing.
I actually
So
like this to be honest. Maybe it could be epic.
okay.
I agree, it could be epic
It's
because
just yeah, it's just kind of there. That's the thing.
well, yeah, I mean it's pretty fine. It's a good front line. I
Mm.
definitely play them because why the hell not? They're like big chunky, and if you leave them alive, they hurt you a lot. So you know.
Yeah, it could go in certain decks, couldn't it? If you could focus on surviving, I'd play it in Vulcan. Yeah, it'd be a good Vulcan card.
Yeah, it would be
It
a
may,
great Vulcan card
but
actually.
it is a little bit overstated then. So maybe we could tone this down to like a 6/6, and it would be okay then. Because it would still be very well statted front line with a powerful survivor effect.
You could tone down the
Okay.
HP a little bit, yeah, but otherwise, yeah, it's a good boy.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, actually, no. The more I think about it, the more I think 6/8 is probably fine. Yeah,
No, I
maybe
mean
slightly more
it's a
implement.
chunky Terminator. I think it
Mm.
kind of shows exactly what it's supposed to be, and the weapon that it's holding is also like very thematic. So I like it. Yeah,
Hmm. It's
yeah.
true, Tiger. Yeah, there are legendaries that have this similar style of effects. It's just it doesn't feel very unique for what salamanders
Oh,
do.
you can
Like,
kind of blame that on EG because lately that this has been their legendaries, like
yeah, no,
big
it's true. I
statted,
mean,
big troops. So
Stellok and New Stellok also do that. I don't know. It's the fact that they already have this effect at lower rarities and costs and on smaller troops. It's not special for them. Like salamanders have always been decent at destroying things. They've got plenty of hard removals. They've always
and
have.
don't forget, it's not available in standard.
True, true, but it's the point is it's part of the design brief. Whereas like Ultramarines, have they ever had a hard removal that isn't Stellok? I don't think they
I don't
have
think
they?
so.
Yeah, so it's special for them. But here it's just yeah. No, I think I agree with you. Actually, Hypno. It's 6/8 is fine. It would be fine. It just doesn't feel like a legendary to me at least. Anyway, yours I believe.
Oh, Adrathic malfunction. 2 energy. Destroy a friendly non-infantry troop. It destroys its opposing unit. So the opposite unit, I'm guessing. Destroy any duplicates in deck of troops destroyed this way. These troops cannot be generated or put in play for the rest of the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like imagine okay, hear me out. Imagine doing this to the Ultramarine mission.
I was about to say that's my problem with it is the fact that it really punishes random decks and warlords, mostly warlords. If it just destroyed the duplicates in play and in the deck or hand or whatever, fine. But the fact that it deletes them forever, while quite flavorful, that feels really mean to certain warlords and basically inconsequential to a lot of others. So not sure about that.
I mean, it's all right. It's again feels a little bit silver bullety though. It will
Yeah.
punish certain, in general. Considering the type of this game, I don't think these kinds of things are usually very good. In Gwent, for example, I think it's fine in a game like Gwent because you have a ton of shit that you can use on everybody like that and made to counter specific deck styles. In this case, it's like bullying specific warlords, right? Because here
Yeah.
you got like 30, like what, 60 warlords, and you choose two and they're gonna be fucked. Or
Yeah.
do this
Well,
to Caliban Jaegers, and yeah.
yeah, exactly. Any generator warlord is just going to lose their hero power, basically. So,
Or
not.
Defenders of Caliban might just lose to you automatically.
Well, no one's sad about that.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is kind of
I love the flavor. I really do.
Yeah,
And
it
the fact that you have to
malfunctioned.
aim it makes it quite clunky, so it feels appropriately costed. Because at 2 energy, that's a very efficient hard removal, obviously, but like it's again, it's clunky, hard to finesse, and I like that. Yeah, I worry that about the duplicates forever thing. That's a bit much. Yeah, cool card. Mine, I believe. Oh yeah,
Yep.
Valen Pyrath. 235 Saturnine squad, Salamander's Warlord, with one of the worst aspect ratios I've ever seen entered in team. but uh, but looks like an interesting card. Etheric Disruptor as a purple. Survivor 5, which is appropriately on brand for a Salamander's Warlord. 2 energy, deal 2 damage with Ordnance 2. If it dies, lower the cost of Etheric Disruptor in your hand by 3 and low initiative, which makes sense for a Dreadnought. Interesting that it's, and Etheric Disruptor is a 12 energy card. Deal 5 damage to enemy units. After that, jam and stun all enemy troops as well.
Ooh.
Damn. Some wording issues there. But that's one hell of a way to represent a big fucking disintegrator. Yeah, absolutely. Hmm. See, one thing I sort of have issues with is it's, with the exception of the purple card being there, it kind of is somewhat generic. Because once the purple is gone, it's single use, it doesn't come back. At least not the way it's worded right now. Once that's gone, and it, once you've discounted it 4 times, which you won't be that hard to do, then it's just a burn wall. If you've just got Loken here, but with more health. But there's some interesting ideas here. I actually quite like the purple for once. The purple is the strong part of the card. Usually the purple is the part that I'm frothing at the mouth about. But let's see. Let's go for wording. So, formatting. So obviously, like I said, the aspect ratio is crunched to hell. I don't quite know how you did that, because it naturally will default back to the regular thing. Also, it says Saturnine Squad when that's one of the dreadnoughts. That's not a Terminator, so they don't come in squads. Technically, they come in talons, but for a warlord, you just have one dreadnought be the warlord. Survivor 5 makes sense. The Warlord Hero Power should be worded deal 2 damage, Ordnance 2, and then probably put a comma if it and then if the target dies, lower the cost of the Etheric Disruptor in your hand by 3. How I do that. One thing you could do to make it have more of a niche, I suppose, is you could have that effect lower the cost of all tactics in your hand by 1, for example, or lower the cost of a random tactic in your hand by 3, and make Etheric Disruptor be a tactic, so it would be special/tactic, or just call it tactic, in that case. That would be one way to give it more of a niche. I'm also not entirely sure if Ordnance should go on a Warlord in such a way. It kind of punishes vehicle decks randomly, but it's minor quibbles, or doesn't matter most of the time. But yeah, potential, lots of potential. Interesting Warlord. What do you think, Siege?
Yeah, this is basically a Garvia Loken, but on steroids, I guess. Much more survivable, much more damage, I guess. It's like, I can understand maybe it pushes more like aggro Salamander type of deck, because, this can actually really blow people up, I guess.
Oh, yeah, so I didn't hear the music. Was there music playing? Ah, I missed. I'm going to stream that after this.
You missed the meme, Shad. But
I bet it was amazing.
Okay, so I would say it's all right. I wouldn't say like it's I'm like super excited about it, but I think it's all right. I mean, nothing like a huge problem about it, I guess. I'd say it's quite all right. It's just one of those cards that I'm like, yeah, it's good. So that's the moment. Okay, Plutonus Arcs. Dark Mechanicum Priest. Oh, this is actually the art I used the other day when I made the post. So, okay, this is a 2/4, 3 energy. Oh my god, another 3 energy legendary. The Bane, EG's Bane, basically. They always make overpowered 3 costs. So shield, resolution, create a faulty disintegrator in your hand. Faulty disintegrator, 2 energy. I think it should be purple though. Choose one. Deal 1 damage to a friendly infantry or Astartes and gains first strike this turn. Deal 2 damage to a friendly infantry or Astartes and it gains +1 and first strike this turn. Okay, I'll tell you what I think about it. I think that it's just a little bit too overstated. The ability is interesting. Okay? It's interesting because you could use this in tactical ways. You could use this for good trades. You could use it on a shielded unit and so on. It's in itself, it's a good idea. It's just that the problem I have with this card is just, again, way overstated. Like 3 energy, 4 health, plus a shield and resolution. Basically, every 3 energy epic and legendary card that EG have released ever since they started remaking the Legions and released Warpforge, basically. So, yeah, that I kind of don't like it the way that they're doing this. Like, these overpowered yada yada yada, right? But otherwise, the ability is interesting. Yeah, I like it. Should be purple, but that's it. What do you say, Shad?
Yeah, I mostly agree with you. I actually don't know if I think it's that overstated because Faulty Disintegrator is, it's kind of got quite a downside to it, so it's not the end of the world. I would say I don't like the added complexity of Faulty Disintegrator. There's no need for it to have 2 modes like that. It just doesn't add anything. Also, it leads to a little bit of uncertainty because, e.g., currently the way that their game is coded, if you have a choose effect, it's nested so that you can't then target. Like I'm sure it would be easy to code, but they have not done that. And it's a mobile game, toilet shitter gameplay as we call it. So basically, the way it's worded right now with EG's game code, that's a randomly targeted effect, the Faulty Disintegrator. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Could be. It's faulty.
Yeah. I do love the combo with Shield as well, or the non-bow rather. It's anti-synergistic. Like, you don't want to target him with his own disintegrators, assuming it is targetable, at least. Because, like, doing 1 damage to ping a shield off is like the worst use of a shield. So ideally, he wants goons to carry his disintegrators for him. He doesn't want to use them himself because he's a smart cookie. So yeah, I actually quite like that. There are some wording issues. Faulty disintegrator should be quotation marked. Priest should be capitalized in the right hand side title. Faulty disintegrator. That should just be choose. It doesn't need choose 1. Technically, if there's only 2 abilities, it's usually a strategy, but they don't always do that because, what is it? I think Valdor has a choose 2 now. But yeah, I just don't see why it's choose in the first place. I wouldn't bother. Just pick one, stick with it, you know. But yeah.
Hey, now it's yours.
All right, Adrathic Supplement, 7 energy, Mechanicum Tactic. Give your Warlord, give Ordnance 1 and jam any troop damaged by this unit to friendly troops put in play, and Ordnance affects all enemy troops instead. If it affects all enemy troops, then why did you use Ordnance? Well, no, okay, actually, you know what? No, I get it. This is Ordnance synergy, which is a weird thing to exist, but it is unique, I'll give it that. Let's see. So slight issues that the art's not cropped quite right. Also, it's a plasma gun, but people said the art was hard to find, so fine, give them a pass. Wording.
Shad just passed out.
I just
He couldn't find a mistake and he was disappointed.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to word it properly. It's kind of like a nested thing. He's put like if then X then do Y. It's like logic gates, which is a bit complex for a card game for EG from EG. I guess it would be your Warlord gains troops you put in play gain Ordnance 1 and jam any troop damaged by this unit to friendly troops put in play, and then you put in a separate quotation mark Ordnance affects all enemy troops. I guess that would be how I'd word that. It's a little messy. Is it balanced? Is the question. 7 energy for +1 attack to all troops in perpetuity, basically, and 3 jams. It feels weak, but at the same time, if you synergized it correctly with Ordnance, it would be very interesting to see it play out. I would quite like to see. This idea has a lot of potential, in my opinion. What do you think?
No, I actually quite like this because I
Mm.
usually love the cars that kind of give special, let's say, effects to like these passive effects, like suddenly ordnance affects all enemy troops, or your, let's say, uh backlash or something affects, you know what I mean, right? So basically, I usually like these cars that specifically target these kinds of things. I also like that it's neutral because everybody could use it. I could see like maybe Iron Warriors or other factions that have a ton of ordnance using this, which would be pretty cool because ordnance in general is quite underwhelming nowadays and would be very cool to see it being used more often, right? So it's I'd say it's good. I'm just thinking maybe 7 is a little bit too much because I mean, come on. Like what you
Raz
gonna
is Raz is slandering you. It's the blood loss. It's just you can't focus on this many things. There's not enough blood going to his brain anymore.
or yeah, it's instead it's like coming out of my ass. So like basically
Brutal.
oh, I meant nose. So, yeah, I think 7 is, however, a little bit overcosted because, as you know, things like these Warlord buffs, are usually put at 5, you used to be at least. Nowadays, they reduced it to 4 and 3 because it's usually like not that effective when it's high cost because it's too late to use. So maybe just knock the cost down a little bit. I would even say just remove the jam part, leave the ordnance part, and make this card cheap. Make this like 3 energy or something. And
Perhaps, but it does need to represent the Adrathics, doesn't it? That was the brief, so maybe that's where that's coming from.
well, I mean, it could have it from ordnance because you're basically blowing everything up. So, I mean, there's a cool idea here. That's for sure.
Yeah, got potential.
Okay,
Right.
this is this is yours.
Hey everyone, we're back with another card contest. Meanwhile, the Azzy subplot. All right.
Basically, yeah. So
Crimson Torsion, Testicle Oblission spell.
before you say anything,
25.
that canonically disintegrates your ass. So yes.
Yeah. Destroy all enemy troops and deal 10 damage to the enemy warlord. Reduce this card's cost by 5 whenever a psychic power is reduced in cost.
You know what?
I have issues.
What?
I have qualms.
Why? Because it destroys testicles but still destroys vehicles?
Well, it's. I mean, clearly it's a meme, but like it's a shame because there's a cool idea in here. The meme cards are always interesting.
So what was here particularly interesting?
Well, just the fact that it's a card that reduces by such a strange and interesting choice. It's obviously very powerful and decreases too fast, but yeah, it's an interesting thing to build with. I mean, realistically, you just play it with the cost reducer Arcana guy, so it'd be easy enough. But if it didn't reduce quite so fast, you had to work for it, or if the effect wasn't quite so extreme, and it wasn't called testicle obliteration. But yeah, interesting ideas.
Give me a second. Just checking one quick thing. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I mean, like, I'd say it's on theme. You're basically preparing a huge fuck ass explosion and then just, blowing shit up. I do like the idea, as you said, of slowly setting up like a finisher. Usually that works well because it kind of makes the whole theme of the deck to build around like a big nuke in the end, which I think is pretty cool. I just say you just have to start with this in your hand. That's one thing, because if you draw it late, Or wait, chat. The way it's worded, is it also going to reduce in deck?
No.
Yeah, usually because most things that EG do not reduce while they're in deck. You have to have
Yeah,
it in hand.
the default is it only functions in your hand. Yeah.
So it should at least start in your hand, I think, right?
I mean, yeah, the card needs reworks. I'm just saying that the idea is interesting, but like it's clearly horribly busted. Yeah. Still,
Mhm.
testicle obliteration always a good time. Right.
I mean, yeah, what's the problem?
Right. Yeah, I think is that all of them? Yeah. Rather small entry this time, but then that's to be expected. It was a weird design brief and the art was hard to find. So it happens.
Okay. Yeah, that's all of them.
Hmm?
Okay, so
Sorry, yeah, Nadir. The contest theme was Adrathic weapons and disintegrator weapons. So do you have any front runners? I know which one I would pick for first place.
you tell me first.
Shot from a disintegrator.
Shot from a disintegrator. Wait. This one, right?
Streams on a delay, so maybe.
Basically the one that you shoot and gives the cooling factor, right?
Yes.
I think that's actually fine. I like that one. I could also say that I like plasmatic disintegration.
That's decent too. That would probably be my second choice. Yeah.
Hey, John guy.
Yeah. It's third place that I'm kind of stumped on personally. But yeah, I do like plasmic disintegration. It's just a little off theme. That's all.
It's kind of a hard choice, to be honest. Wait.
I suppose Adrathic malfunction perhaps goes third.
Malfunction. Good. Kinda unsure though.
Yeah, it's a
I
bit.
also do like Return to Dust, but it's kinda too weak.
That would be my third pick as well if it wasn't. Well, it's between that or Adrathic and that, and I quite like Plutonus Arcs as well. To be fair, do you want to put that one up to a vote for the third spot?
We should. So I think for number one, Shot from a Disintegrator would be pretty good, as I like the design of it. Maybe, as you said, maybe you should remove the card draw, but overall, I think it's a good design.
Yeah.
So we could go that for first. What about second?
I do think it is plasmic disintegration. To be honest, I mean it's not quite on theme, but the mechanics are interesting, and it's well made. None of it. There are no issues with wording or anything like that. Really, art's nice.
So what? Do we for sure agree on the first place?
Well,
we do, right?
I like it. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it as well. So what about the second? Do we have any candidates, or is it just like?
To me, no. Personally, I think it's just plastic integration, unless you've got something that really you think deserves more consideration.
I think for number three, we would have a couple of good
yeah. I'm happy putting that one up to vote because like I wouldn't know what to put there personally. There's a lot of different choices that.
I'd say I have a couple. So let's talk about third place.
Oh yeah.
Return to Dust.
Yep.
The Adrathic Malfunction.
Yep, do like that one.
I do like the Salamander Dreadnought, to be honest, but I think...
Me too, but I don't know how much you edited over, because that was my rant, wasn't it, when you were playing music?
No, I meant I meant the Terminator, sorry.
Oh, Tigermon. Right, yeah. I thought you meant the Warlord.
Warlord is fine as well, honestly, but...
Well, I suggested a fix for it. I just don't know whether whether it was heard or not.
Oh, yeah, it was. I don't think the music was that loud. Okay, I'll put Tigermon as well. What else?
I like Plutonous Arcs.
What
I
about
would say that's-
Disintegration Blast?
Where's that one? Sorry. Oh, it's all right. I just
That or Plutonous Arcs?
I like Plutonous Arcs more personally.
Oh, fair enough.
But again,
Let
it's
it be.
up to the audience to decide.
Let's put it like this. I'll have that and Plutonous Arcs in the same thing, and you know, if it's go through, it goes through. Disintegration Blast. Will you be doing any more legacy videos? We for sure will, guys.
Soon, I'm
Give
sorry.
us some time, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. We've both been really busy with all that stuff. But I've got the Salamanders deck all ready and just ready to go. I promise. We just need to find a time to record.
Okay, let's see what the guys say. Come on, boys, vote. Don't fence it.
Wow, Tigermon, huh?
It seems to
That's
be popular.
interesting. Yeah, I don't really get why. It's just
Maybe because it's Saturnine, kind of looks cool. I don't know.
I suppose.
I like it.
Oh my god, yeah, he's right. Is that everybody? Wow. Oh no, 11. No, it says there's more.
The heck? Did you hear that?
What did I hear? What?
Hmm.
You getting weird? Are you getting an ambulance again?
Nope. I had a mechanicum issue here.
What?
My fan just malfunctioned. Wait.
Hang on, let me just. I might have something shit going on outside.
The heck is going on?
There's someone like moving a skip around outside my flat. Maybe that's it. Not that loud though. I wouldn't expect you to be able to hear it.
You got like something to hit him over the head with?
Oh, scarabs in your walls. Apparently, that must be it. Okay, well, that is 9 out of 11 votes. So even if the other two people voted differently, it wouldn't be enough to dethrone Tigermon.
Well, Tigermon it is then. What you gonna do? Well, I mean, honestly speaking, we had quite a few submissions this time. I can get why, because a lot of people couldn't really find the arts and stuff over there. But you know, I think the submissions were overall still quite fine. It was good overall. So thanks a lot, guys, as always.
Difficult challenge. It's a mechanical one next, so we'll think of something that's a bit wider, perhaps, for this one.
And people wanted the hard removal one.
I like the idea, but it feels a bit redundant after this one because they're very similar in theme.
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe that's in like a month's time.
Well, we will see. Very well, gentlemen.